Let's settle down. Let's settle down. All right, let's get our guest speaker up here. Our guest speaker. He's no matter of fact, he was with me last night and he had a message. I said, "You ready for tomorrow? I got your message ready?" He goes, "Yes, sir, I do." And by the time I got finished, we had a sit down fireside chat went from 7 o'clock to 9 last night. And when I got done, he said, "I got man, I got you just changed my message. I got another one." I said, "Okay, I'm gonna bring my seatbelt." Folks, he hails from Dallas, Texas. You know, he's known as Mr. Backbone and Posture. He, Mr. I'm going to sleep on my floor until I become RD. I am not going to play with this thing. Matter of fact, I'm going to take the air out of my tires of my truck. I'm going to have to Uber it or walk wherever I got to go. See, that's called kind of commitment. Without further ado, from the great state of Dallas, Texas, where it's nice and hot, and can we give a warm welcome to the one and only Sam Foster?
Thank you guys for coming on the call, Mr. Thomas. I want to appreciate you, sir, for coming out and gracing us with your presence on yesterday. We look forward to you coming back as always. Mr. Jabri Clements, we want to thank you for your technical aspect of the business. All right. I got a long way to go in the short time to get there, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to get started. If you're taking notes, on this first full week of July, I want to title this message, Feet First. That's right, feet first. And Mr. Thomas, by the way, I need to get that pen from you, but don't worry, I'm on site and I have my Project Feeding Kids cap on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as Mr. Thomas said, my team has been getting an awful lot of people qualified lately. And we've been on the road back outside. And I know that some people are on this call saying, what is the secret sauce? What are you doing? We know it's called cold market a lot of times. What are you doing? I didn't want to show a video. I didn't want to show any slides. I didn't want to show any pictures. I titled it Feet First, ladies and gentlemen, because I wanted to be on the ground when I delivered this message. My message changed yesterday 2 or 3 times while I was sitting with Mr. Thomas and the team. It changed again. So I want to title this message Feet First. I'm on the ground. I'm going to show you how to do this thing cold market. That means, for somebody that don't understand what cold market means, that means when you don't really know anybody, when you're just walking around casually, meet, greet, talking to people. We call that cold market. Okay. And for some of you may not know where I'm currently sitting at, but I'm sitting inside of this building and I'm going to take you guys on the road with me. This is going to be a live interaction and I'm going to be talking about some things so you guys are kind of take notes. Trust me, we're going somewhere with this one. All right, I'm going to get up for a second and I want you guys to walk with me. I'm actually on a college campus, right? And I know everybody doesn't have a college campus around them, and sometimes you do. But I want to show you something. How you doing, sir? Sam, man. Jonathan, nice to meet you, Jonathan. I'm live on my YouTube, on my Zoom, man. Just wanted everybody to see what you guys are doing today, Jonathan. All right. Okay, that's Jonathan right there, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this. On this college campus right now, ladies and gentlemen, these guys are having a boot camp. All right. Watch this. On a college campus, they're having a boot camp. I want to walk around. I want you guys to see this. I want you guys to see this college campus, right? They're having a boot camp, and they've been having it all week long. This is one of the things that they're doing back here in the back, right here. They're getting ready for a performance this evening. They're having a boot camp. Watch this now. This is important for somebody on the call. I'm gonna go to Gallup. Watch this, BK BK Waller. Watch this. Darrell Ransom. Watch this. Watch this. Dan Jones. Watch this. Rick, out there in Hawaii. Watch this. I'm getting ready to show somebody something, right? Watch this. I'm literally on this college campus. they're having a boot camp, but the boot camp is quite unique, ladies and gentlemen. This boot camp is strictly for Asian people. That's right. That's right. I'm gonna show you how the recruitment starts early, different ages and different stages. Watch this. Watch this. I'm going somewhere. I see you, Lurleen Jones. I see you, Sensational. I see you. I got gallery in full effect. Now, as I walk around this college campus, I'm gonna show you how the cold market becomes warm. You notice how I spoke to that gentleman? I've spoken to a couple of them since I've been here. Got here early. When I say early, I've been here for like an hour. All right, watch this. I come and I get in the atmosphere. I'm gonna show you how to become a cold market killer. That's right, a cold market killer. Feet first. That means put your feet on the ground. You have to be in the atmosphere. You have to be active. Watch this. I'm gonna show you how you get people in cold market and you get them qualified. You have to be in the atmosphere. Watch this. Most of the people I put in my organization, I don't even know. Cold market. Watch this. And this is how you become an effective individual in a cold market. I'm on the campus. All right. Don't know most people on the campus, but it's a method to my madness. Watch this. Get here. Didn't know they was going to have this event at all. I'm just walking around the campus. I see all, no disrespect to culture now. I'm going to show you how this works. I'm walking around the campus and I see all these Asian people. So I'm asking them, so what are you guys doing? They say, watch this. The guy sits down, one of the camp directors sits down and tells me, we're having a camp. We've been having it all week. And they say, in this camp is strictly Asian people, right? So here's for recruitment purposes. These kids are anywhere from 5 years old all the way to 18, 19 years old. All Asian. So now they're starting the recruitment to college early. Now they have this every year. Think about this. Look at how the enrollment of a college campus goes up, even from a cultural standpoint, because they get used to the campus. They get indoctrinated by default because they're here all the time and they're with their group leaders year after year after year. I'm going somewhere now. Now watch this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna let you guys walk with me. We're gonna be interactive today. Watch this part. Watch this part. You guys are gonna get a kick out of this. Watch this. Now I'm coming inside of the ballroom area where on each side of the ballroom, on each side, it's full of Asian people, young and old. They're having a performance this evening on both sides. They're having a performance in that room. They're having a performance in that room behind me. On each side, on both sides of this hall now, we probably looking at about 200, 300 people just in this different part of the building, 200 to 300 people. Watch this now. And it's full of people. What's going on, brother? It's full of people. And notice I'm speaking to people as I go. Watch this now. Because I want them to see my face, right? Familiarity. I want them to see my face. Now, I'm going somewhere after this across the street. I have an event to go to across the street that's not connected to this campus now. But I'm going to show you how to be involved in the atmosphere that makes you connected to everything that people do when you get a. I want you guys to pay attention to my background as I walk this campus. Pay attention to my background. This is going to help somebody. What I want you guys to see is I was trying to get a backdrop of the board behind me. And what that board it says is, what are we doing? In other words, what are they doing on the campus? Activities. What are they doing? So that's the first thing you should look at when you're going on the campus. Look at the activities that they got. Why? That's going to tell you several things about the campus. It's going to tell you what they're doing. It's going to tell you what time an event is going on. Now you got to remember, ladies and gentlemen, these are individuals that are anywhere between 18 to 35 to 55. There's no typical average campus student anymore. There's no typical average campus student. I walked by one guy, he was, I don't know, had to be at least 65, 70 years old. So I'm telling you guys, walk on these college campuses, You'll be amazed the people that you bump into. Like I told you just now, you got an Asian group right here behind me, 200 to 300 people from all ages from 5 years old to 18, 19 years old. If that's not recruiting, I don't know what is. And all of these individuals are geared towards coming to this college from 5 years old. Think about it. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to get that population because they're already indoctrinated into the situation from age 5. Now, this is just the Asian population. I'm just showing you how they section off individuals and recruit in masses. This is over every year, every summer, they have this camp, every summer. So think about that. Free of charge. It's on the campus. They have them stay here for a week. They're literally here all week long. They feed them the whole 9. How is that for investment into their business? Hint, hint. How is that for investment into their business? Now, as you guys can see, and I'm gonna stand outside so I don't lose any kind of reception or anything. Now it's getting pretty hot out here, but guys, I want you to see this campus for a second. I want you to see this sprawling campus. Most of this stuff out here was given by donors, given by donors. In other words, in order to do what you want to do, you got to be willing to give back. You got to be willing to give back. All right. Now watch this. As you can see, right across the street behind me, there's a Starbucks coffee. Let me show you how this works now. There's about 3 Starbucks coffees on this campus. Let me repeat that. That's right, Mr. Thomas. 3. 1, 2, 3. Unos, dos, tres. I know a little bit. 3 Starbucks coffees. I just left one inside of there. Directly behind me is another one. And then there's another one on the other side of campus. There's a total of at least 3 that I know of. So if you go to a Starbucks, what better to do it on a college campus like this than you can go to 3? You can literally walk around the campus and peek all day. Think about that. This is what I want you guys to see when you see cold market. When you say, well, Sam, what's the secret sauce? This is the secret sauce. Feet first, feet on the ground. This is the secret sauce. Get out here in the environment. We back outside, ladies and gentlemen. This is the secret sauce. In other words, there is no secret. You put your feet on the ground. Now watch this. This is what I wanted you guys to see. When I go back inside, one of the methods to my madness is I walk around to the cafeteria area. There's at least 5 different cafeterias on this campus. I'm gonna say that again. There's at least 5 different cafeterias on this campus alone. At least 5. And all I do a lot of times is I'll browse around. I may stop, I don't know, Chick-fil-A. I may get something cheap. I may get a $8 meal or something like that. It don't have to be expensive. But the reason why I do it is because I'm on the campus. I like to sit down and I like to watch people walk by me. I get to talk to them. I get to interact with them. Just like I just spoke to a couple of people that you saw. Well, people are going to speak back to you. It's a college campus. People are moving around. You get to meet people. What do you guys do? Blah, blah, blah. They want you to ask questions. Why? Because they want you to get more involved in the campus than you already want to be involved in the campus, right? So when you do that, you find out about people, what people are doing on the campus, things of that nature. And you get to walk around and meet people. You smile at people. You can say, hey, how you doing? And if they're walking around with a t-shirt on, that's usually a dead giveaway. They're probably a counselor or something like that. And they're recruiting. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, when these people recruit, listen, they want to meet somebody like us. They want to meet entrepreneurs. Why? Because they want to see how they can achieve in life. And if you can give them another direction, they'll go for that direction. It's not just because they on a college campus. Well, I want to be a traditional student. There is no traditional student. In the words of Mrs. Thomas, hello, there is no traditional student. Most of these students on this campus, male and female, gender, cultural diversity, they all want to know how can they get ahead in life. Let me repeat that, ladies and gentlemen. They want to know how can they get ahead in life. And the number one thing that we got that most people don't have when you come somewhere like this, let me say this real softly for the haters. They want to know what is entrepreneurship. It's almost like I said a bad word on a college campus. You mean to tell me I can come on a traditional college campus and I can let them know what true entrepreneurship is? Absolutely. And guess what I got in my arsenal that most people don't have even on a traditional campus? Watch this. I got documentation that will beat this conversation, right? We have documentation and we have numbers to back it up. We have numbers. Why? The compensation. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me I can let them know that they don't have to spend the next 6 years, 8 years? Now, I'm not trying to recruit them to come out of school, but I am allowing them to have an option. Ding, 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 ding. I am allowing them to have an option. Why? Whether they graduate or not. They have an opportunity to own their own business that's workable from day one. Oh, let me repeat that. Let me repeat that. Let me repeat that because somebody needs to write that down. I have an opportunity when I come on anybody college campus to give them an opportunity that's operational, that's effective day one. They don't have to wait till next semester. They don't have to wait till their grades come in. Watch this part, somebody. It's operational from day one. When can they get their money? Day one. Why? Following the compensation plan. Day one. And guess what I found out, everybody? Guess what I found out, Rick? Guess what I found out, Dunn? Guess what I found out, Sensational? Guess what I found out, everybody? Guess what I found out, guys from the UK? Guess what I found out, Canada? Sam found out that everybody on this college campus already does our stuff. Wait a minute, Brad K. Waller. They already do my stuff. So I got a leg up no matter what, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's already doing my stuff. I don't have to go to school to get it done because everybody know now, I got 2 master's degrees now. Come on now. No brag, no brag. But that don't get me nowhere. ACN does because it's effective day one. I don't have to wait on somebody to give me a job. I don't have to wait on get hired or get fired. Let me repeat that again for somebody. I don't have to wait to get hired or fired. I'm my own independent business owner day one, out the gate, with a compensation plan that I don't have to wait till next month to get paid. Because most of these employees get paid by the month. Oh, yeah. I'm on it. I'm on it, somebody. Lorleen Jones, they get paid by the month over here. Watch this now. When my cabs come in weekly. When I qualify somebody, come on. That can come weekly. I don't have to wait on it. Now, if you recruit somebody out of a college campus and they getting paid weekly when they eating Roman noodles, yeah, Mr. Thomas, see, they eat Roman noodles. See, they can't afford real food around here, Mr. Thomas. They eat out the microwave. Yeah. They don't know what Mr. Chow look like. See, they eat out the microwave over here. This a college campus. But if you can get them paid every week and every month off of something they're already doing, all you got to do is sit down and listen to them. I'm getting ready to go to a group meeting right now across the street. And all I'm going to get ready to do is just listen to them. That's all I want to do. I'm involved in this group. And all I'm finna get ready to do, ladies and gentlemen, is listen to them. And watch this. Get their name and their number. That's it. Because all younger people want you to do and older is listen to them. But I never would be the person I am without feet first. I'm physically standing where I need to be at. I'm not at the crib. I got it this morning at 6:30. I purposed myself to come here. I purposed myself at 6:30 in the morning that I was going to be physically on the grounds. I'm physically on the grounds. I can meet anybody around who I want to meet. I can talk to anybody. Why? Because they want you to listen to them. And when they say, what do you do? Remember, ladies and gentlemen, 30 seconds into a conversation, most people ask the typical question. So what do you do? 30 seconds into any conversation, cold market. So what do you do? I'm an entrepreneur. Watch this. The dumbest person on this campus will say, what's that? Now I got an opportunity to share who I am, what I do, and how I get paid. Wait a minute. Who I am, what I do, and how I get paid. Really? How's that work? Let me send you something. Here it comes. Let me send you something. I'm sending you Tony Cooper's. Why? Because now you're really interested. Cold market killing. Kid. Oh, now, kid. I don't know him from a can of paint. It's cold market. In the summertime, cold market. I get them qualified by default. How do you do that? Because I say 5 of these services get you $200. You say $200 to a college student? How does that work? Simply become your own customer. What? Explain it to them. Now you're part of the conversation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know I got older people on the call that might not understand this catchphrase. Now you got a buzz on campus. Now you got a buzz on campus. Now they want to know who you are. He's an entrepreneur. What? He's an entrepreneur. What does that mean? Now you get to break all of that down to him. Then you can tell him, watch this, stories sell. Now you get to tell them your stories. How other people have become qualified by simply doing something they can do also. Well, Sam, they might not have a residence. Yeah, but they got parents. Not only do they have parents, but they got people that live in other parts of the country. Ding, 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 ding. Because we're all over the country. They got international students that live in watch this, some of the 27 countries that we're in. Ding, 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 ding. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you come on a campus, you get to connect the dots. You get to connect the dots. That's all we want to do is connect the dots. Now, I'm going to end by saying this, ladies and gentlemen, because the whole month, I'm going to be outside. So I'm going to be in another location next week. I'm telling you, we're gonna travel. We're going to travel this month. We're going to travel and pick up IBOs and customers this month. Now, watch this. Mrs. Thomas has said for the last couple of weeks, when you going to the next international, going to the next international, and I get it for some of us. I get it. You'll say, he's saying that, and he's saying this, and that. Yeah, but watch this. You got 106 days. And I'm going to show you how important this is when you say you got 106 days. I'm going to switch gears for a second. And I want somebody to understand this, whether you're just coming in for the first time or you've been in for the last 30 years. This is how you get your business to pay for itself. You got 106 days. If you do like Mr. Thomas says, and I'm a living witness, watch this part. I'm a living witness. If you go ahead and get your hotel room, I've already blocked out 2. And got 3 or 4 of my downlines to do the same thing. Somebody yesterday said, well, what hotel? Any hotel in the area. I put it in the chat. Any hotel in the area. They do the same thing. You block out the rooms. They're not going to charge your card. They're just going to put it on file. You got anywhere between 5 to 24 hours within that week to cancel it. But what happens is when you commit to doing it, you commit to going. So reserving that room is 70% of the hassle. 70%. Somebody needs to hear that so they can be hassle-free. That's 70% of the weight right there. If you go ahead and reserve the room, they're not going to charge your card. I'm telling you, they're not going to charge the card. So go ahead and reserve the room. Now you're committing yourself to coming. If you reserve 2 rooms, you're committing yourself to bring people with you. That's you making a personal commitment. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you are over 100 days out. That's over 3.5 months. If you broke and don't have a dime, you got 3.5 months to go to work and make it real. Feet on the ground, feet first. Let's come outside. You don't have to be on the college campus, but my God, let's walk outside and talk to somebody. Even if they think you're crazy, go walk up to a tree. Talk to somebody. Let's get active. Why? Because when you become active, your business becomes real. Your business becomes real. There's no excuse. Absolutely no excuse. You got 100 and some days. Not only do you get your room, and then go and get yourself registered. Go get registered. Yeah, I know it's 100 and some dollars, but watch this. If you go ahead and get a couple of bonus checks, you got that done. What do you mean, Sam? As soon as I got my bonus checks, I put it right back into my business. I put it right back into my business. Why? Now that household is off my back. I don't have to worry about a room. I don't have to worry about being registered. None of that stuff. It's already done. So now guess what I do? I like to tell this to my team. Now I'm playing with house money. Now I can walk around the campus fancy free and talk to anybody. Faculty, staff, they all want to be entrepreneurs, ladies and gentlemen. They just need to know us. Who don't want to be an entrepreneur? Who don't want to make residual income? Come on now, let's be real. Who don't want to do that? Who wants to wait every month till a check come to them when they can get a check every week? Uh-oh. That's upfront money. We're not talking back end. We're talking upfront money, cab money. Cab money, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're talking. The residuals going to take care of themselves. Let's get cab money. Let's get upfront money. Come on now. It's nothing like getting another person a check. And I tell you guys all the time, once they start getting those checks, they won't call you because they getting those checks. They don't call you when they're getting the check. See, they getting those checks. It's nothing like getting a check for your team to motivate them. It's not like being outside, whether it's hot or not, being up front, right? Lead from the front. Don't lead from the back. I'm not going to do nothing. I don't want my team to do nothing I don't do. I'm outside. I got 2 meetings, ladies and gentlemen, on and off a college campus. I'm not in school anymore. But guess what? I can always walk around. It don't cost you nothing, ladies and gentlemen, to walk around, speak to people. Eventually, they're going to ask that magical question. So what do? You working on campus? Oh, I'm an entrepreneur. What's that? Oh, let me get your number. I'll talk to you about it. That's it. All you doing is wanting to get the name and the number. Everything else can do itself. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been my time. Hopefully I didn't bore you guys. Hopefully you want to go back and pay attention to what I said. I'm getting ready to go back inside and clap my hands like I'm in a parade for these Asian people. Then go back across the street and listen in the meeting attentively. So that way I can pay attention to them and they'll eventually ask me that question. So what did you do? And I'll be able to tell them, ladies and gentlemen, I just changed lives. What do you mean you changed lives? Let me get your name and number. We can talk about it later. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been my time. My name is Sam Foster, and I endorse this message.